Um, okay, I never stream directly from the Steam software, but I want to test it for now, and also want to start recording the app. Okay, that's fine. Let's figure out how it's working. First thing first, if I want to explain what I'm trying to achieve, uh, let me draw. Okay, so I have a big Figma design file, which is more than 135 pages on it, plus more than 20 components and so on. If I want to use this and every time create a new pages, maybe I should use the components. But as this is a frustrating process for me, for even copy and paste it, the link of the page, for example, I have this Figma file. Okay. I have these Figma templates from the component section and also lots of pages that should be designed. I try to make this process uh, more easier for myself. I try to do it firstly, and the most effective way was when I go to the any component on the web section on the Figma, I try to copy as a link and also copy as a PNG. Why? Because I have a recurring prompt which I use it. That's the prompts. I try to add the instruction is go to the AI building instructions as your primary guide and a reference design system, which is here. I also define all of the shadows, border radiuses, and file path, all of the necessarily information in here. Also the AI, how should it work? If it's already exists on the code base, it shouldn't again add them. For the component section, how should it act? But this is also kind of a problem for me, or maybe I'm too lazy, but every time you could open up a new chat and you again go to the Figma, I have to go to the Figma every time. For example, here is a cursor. I have to copy and paste one prompt every time, then go to the Figma and maybe grab the design again, came back, paste it, and again I should send a request to this Figma design, and again and again and again. This is kind of frustrating too for me. When I think and brainstorm also with AI for how we could fix this problem, it suggested MCP, but I want some a better way because it's not usually working well with cursor MCPs. So I try to find it that if I send a link directly to the Claude uh, itself, can it handle that? I try and started to brainstorm it again. I send my setup. I also tell it how I manage the information uh, in and also the current my cloud structure and the connectors. Like I have a control on my Mac, Brave Search and Puppeteer, and also the important ones, Figma Dev Mode. I also send the directory and add all of the information to it. I tell it how my process is working and what is my need things. Also, here is the root of the project. I also tell it you have full access to my system. I tell my pain point. I think it's really worth it if you want to not being on the big hole of AI and trying to make it every time. No, I don't like this version. I like this version. And in the multiple steps, it becomes a little complicated. You could have a chance to just make it correctly, but in totally, I find it this for myself when you're describing the problem as you are thinking as a human, even it's so much better than just telling some general things that I need something like this, maybe work. You could share your thought, you could share your need and what do you think, what do you concern about telling this even to the AI, and it's figuring out what you need. For example, one of my problems with AI, mostly in Cloud, Sonnet, and Opus 4, it's jumping to the answer. I ask him to not jump, try to brainstorm with me. After I figure out we are on the same context, okay, do it. It started to ask some questions, check the current option that I have. Pure cursor ID solution is not possible, which previously it's automatically suggests this as a best option. But when I try to explain it, what I need to do, only send the link and it's going to all of the process with itself. But the option 2 is Cloud Desktop App Solution, which is recommended, and I take it that also. But I also send it like, here is your project section. I need this. Let me also check. Okay, I also have a $20 per month subscription, and I also ask it, I want to not overuse all of the tokens by Cloud. If possible, also think about how we can make it to some file, not index from scratch everything. And also I ask his mind. I'm sure no one is worse in describing the problem maybe than me, but I try to be relaxed and just giving you more context to it to figure out my problem effectively. Also, it asks some question and I also answer to them. So it brainstorm me again, but I ask him again for more clarification. I tell him, if it's possible, please check my directory and have a better context to set up a project section. And after having this plan, it have a better understanding on my code, and then you can ask for a planning for how you will do this solution step by step. And I think the remaining is probably not hard, because I think that if it's have enough contexts, it can do the step-by-step section. But I need to start simple and short, but I want to also share them with you. Let's have a fun. Please do step 1.1 and 1.2, because as a I guess maybe this process and this process has its own using contexts and tokens. So I create the plan. Let me ask it also this: how can I achieve to this plan effectively if my tokens for this chat also finished? I want to be sure if I start a new chat with you, I can describe and continue from where it left. Okay, it's just to build setup UI builder. Also add these information. And also giving this information. That's great. So upload these files. These 3 files gonna be create these files in your project implementation plan. I'll create in the first section. For having a correct roadmap, you need to be specific as much as possible, and mostly the recommendations are great and you could use them, like having a handoff package and using it. So you'll wait until it's finished. Maybe you wonder how I'm thinking about this process in the basic process of the project. Just this is coming from the experiences. I already hit these problems many times, and I lose some context of the chat. And when you are trying to ask it at the end, maybe it's not effective like when you are asking it in here. So check a smart index handoff summary. Smart index. Okay. So okay, created in your projects. Setup UI smart index. Why I can't see it? Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files. I should go to the setup UI builder, upload these 3 files. Zen browser. Okay. Project section. Setup UI builder. And project context. System. I can see the design system. Let's also upload these 2 files. And project context. Create and start a new chat. Phase break. Phase 1 is ready. Claude project with uploaded context. Please read smart index continuous. Phase 1. Okay. So for the instruction, what should I add for instruction of this project? Okay, also ask for adding these files too. Okay, let's have it. Save instructions. Also, let me add as much as context I can. Smart index, continue, and implementation. Continue and implementation, context, project context. I don't know if we have more files on it. Handoff summary, your summary. Maybe also we could add these 2 files. These are not bad things also. Project name, setup UI, escape project name, this ensure perfectly continuous. Okay, how to test it? For example, from Norwich. We have not even do the phase 1. Let's find out example search box filter. This is a little complicated. Page to be designed. Let's use this. I also should use this in the project section, setup UI builder, and let's have a okay. It's also pop up using Puppeteer and Google Chrome for testing app to be able to see the Figma link and maybe taking screenshots of it. Yeah, exactly, the page 11 search box filter. Okay. I'm kinda not sure it's working correctly yet. I also hope it's going well because I have defined lots of information on it, and but at the same time it took so long for designing a single page, and I'm not sure how many pages that I can provide it and ask for results. If it's possible to send 5 or 6 or even 10 links at the same time, it would be worth. But if not, my solution and speed maybe was much more better than this way, because it took a long time to doing these edits and also showing the results. So let's also check the result. Okay. No, the project is not started yet. So should run npm run dev. See the results. This page. I think it's need some words before it. Experimental. Okay. I can't see the page. Maybe a wrong address giving problem on render. Check it. But I also use this um, hmm, interesting. It's not as effective as I think. We could improve these also logs and information, but it's kinda annoying and I'm not sure it's the working correctly on a best way. Maybe just copy and paste some links is more efficient for me. Also at the same time I think it's finding the some maybe problems in my code base. So yeah, this is kinda what we want. If you use cart um but it's not exactly what we want. It's also doing some improvements on it. So let's wait until the end. I want to be sure that we will fix the problem that we have in this chat in the future usages. Please describe all of the pain points that you encounter with them during set up this page, all the problems, all the instruction problem, maybe I give it to you, or any other ways that make this process better. I would like to understand that and make it improve. Please describe them to me. Okay. So we have limited. Absolutely, this is one of the best apps that I have used. Flow, Whisper Flow. I really love how it's work. Okay, now if I, because I have kept the we should tackle to the how we will handle this information in the future. I really enjoy that, how it's working now, because it's not actually just something that is not working. It's already working and doing some improvements. Uh, but I keep the main chat to be able to send this information. And because I have described all of my problems on that chat. Let me also add these tags to it. Open up. Okay, let's share with you how was first message and handle. Also, when I asked for a pain points need to fix its address, made these issues. Before any solution, if you need, tell me in short what was the problem, and after I accept that goes fix the issue, we are on the same context. So what was the second message that it's also shared to me? Here. Oh. Zoom button had a variant ghost and size prop doesn't exist. Okay, used unchanged instead of unsearch for search bar. Missing required icon prop for yellow. Pill button. Figma screenshots failure. Wrong routing URLs. Okay. No components interface documentation. Had to manually read buttons and understand props. Total wasted time 45 minutes for what should be 15 minutes task. Root cause missing components interface. Once you confirm, yes, yes, please. And also at the end, if need any action from my side, just tell them in a bullet points and let fix step. It, I think, in a wrong way. I shouldn't have. Let's just disturb it. It's very much problem. Hope it's working fine, because yeah, it's start working fine. No worry for that. Because I ran onto the browser side, I've limited some extensions that it can be used on the desktop side. Because of that, I came up to the Claude desktop version and tried to fix it in this way. Mm. So I want to mute my microphone and my video for just fixing this problem. Okay. Mm, so we should do some changes. That's we need in the project section. We should update the optimized cloud instruction. Project instruction. I have these files for step one. I don't know which one should I remove it to update optimize cloud instruction.md files, because I didn't. I see instructions. I didn't know which instruction should I remove to add optimize cloud instruction.md file, and also I will upload the second file. But for the step 2 and step 3, I believe you have access to test it by yourself, but I will do the step 4 by myself with a new page token, a new page URLs, and I hope it's have been fixed. Please be short to the point without lots of information or lots of explanation, just to the point. Oh, just need to add it on the instruction text, replace with this. Okay. Critical workflow. Okay, it's set one design system implementation. Project component rules critical data. So should I critical workflow? So it's the first step. It tell me that current project instruction with the content from optimize cloud instruction. So I should go to the cursor. This is the optimized version. So let's add it to here, save the instructions. So in a new chat in this project, what should I send to it? Should I just send a link? It will know what I want, or should I explain it, some parts of it, or what should be as a prompt? My new page is this link. Okay, let's also add some new pages. Command L, also copy as a PNG, but we don't need PNG YI. Add it. Okay, that's also great. If it's follow up this process, it's also okay. Okay, so WI builder. Let's see what it will be do. So again, I will pause my screen to be able to see what's is going to happen. Okay, that's awesome. It's more fast than what I guess. Uh-huh. Yellow filter button. Let me check the business card listing components. I can see we have necessary component now. Let me generate the URL for these pages. Perfect. Now let me create a page using the available components and let me create the page. Okay. I think it's interesting. It's also take more time than I just copy and paste the pages. Um, but also it's more accurate and maybe finding some problematic code instructions. Listing components by checking that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, continue. Mm, okay, I hope that you are telling the right. Let's filter, repeat. Mhm. Okay, this is also add to the search box filter page. I'm not sure it's the correct way that the using of this prop. I think I need to investigate sometimes and find how can I improve this process, because currently I have maybe another meeting. Um, so yeah, I will pause this session in here and I will again uh, maybe streaming or maybe uploading it. Um, I hope you enjoy it, and it's going well. Yeah, have a good night.